So what do you get when you take the second best deck in the game and then nerf the best deck in the game? Well, you have the new top deck. Curse Imp Warlock, really strong for multiple reasons. One, you can have a pretty aggressive early package if you can get a Flustered Librarian out, Flame Imp, a couple of other imps, and then you want to play the Vile Library, and then later on in the game you can win pretty easily with just a couple of curses. You usually don't need that many because your early game is just that good. In terms of mulligans for the deck, you want to just keep as many early game imp things as possible because you'll draw into the curse stuff later. You don't need it right at the start of the game. If you enjoy the deck as much as I do, feel free to hit the like button, as well as hit the subscribe button and notification button to watch more of my stuff in the future. Actually with this hand, I'm gonna keep Impending Catastrophe. I mean, just look at this. Look at this beautiful hand. If we get 3 imps out there immediately, the only way we don't play Impending Catastrophe instantly is if we get Vile Library. Okay, that doesn't really do anything for him early on in the game. We get Vile Library. Okay, we're gonna play Flame Imp. And now the question is, do I wanna play Wicked Shipment with the coin and then have him Hero Power kill? I mean, he's gonna Hero Power kill it anyway. No, because on turn 3 he wants to play Wild Growth. But if we coin it out now, if he doesn't have it, no, we coin it out now, we coin it out now, we coin it out now. Every time, every time. Because if he Hero Powers kills a 1/1, that means he's not gonna activate this. And if he chooses to not activate this and not play the 2-drop into Wild Growth, then, okay, that was kind of expected, to be honest. That was the other thing that he could have done. Which means we're gonna go... I think for just more pressure. I just think for a little bit more pressure on the board's good here. I mean, it's a 3/3, nice little pump. We can play Impending Catastrophe next turn to draw 2 cards for 2 mana. Unless he plays Wild Growth, which is what I think he wants to do. Cool, so we get to draw 3 cards for 2 mana, which is pretty solid. Another Impending Catastrophe is kind of sick. What do we draw? We get a Librarian, which is very, very good. We get 2 Librarians, actually, which is even better. I wholeheartedly believe this game is very winnable. He has to play a spell here, like Nourish. If he plays Guff, he's doomed. Oh! Actually, not that big of a deal. Genuinely not that big of a deal. We're gonna just play this, even though it's not pumped up too much, and we're gonna pump up a 1/1. We're just gonna keep going face. We just keep going face here. In his hand, he needs to have Innervate and Scale of Onyxia to deal with this. It's unlikely. If he gets this as a 4/4, you know, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but we're still gonna be able to draw at least 3 cards, kill off one of his things with the touch, and play the Flustered Librarian. So I mean, like, worst case scenario, it's not even that bad for me. You should play Murloc Warlock. You know, I feel like Murloc Warlock wouldn't even be that bad. That comes alive, it'll kill off a 3/3, then he'll kill off a 1/1, and then the 2/4 probably has to go face because it doesn't kill anything. Yep. Yep. And then we can touch the 4/1. Lady Darkbane? It's not really that important. Draw cards or give a curse. I think I'd rather draw cards and try to get as much pressure on the board as possible. Let's see what we draw first off of this. We'll draw 3 cards. It's 3 cards for 2 mana. It is just too good to pass up. Touch. Get some more minions. Play the Librarian. Keep going face. We can give him more curses later. We can play the Abyssal Wave next turn on turn 6. Turn 7, Brand Cultist. Turn 8, Dark Vein, and Dragged Below. We have so many curses we can give him over the next couple of turns, and he has to control my board. It's not possible. Actually, it is possible if he drew a Scale of Onyxia. Would be lame. Oh, Spammy Arcanist exists. That is definitely something that exists. Honestly, fair point. Well played. If I go Brand Cultist, Brand dies, but it gets more minions out on the board. If I just go Abyssal Wave, I feel like that's worse than just going Tamsin into Dragged Below. Tamsin, Dragged Below. Next Drag Below is free. I could play it on my Tamsin, but honestly, I don't want to. If there's a chance Tamsin lives, I'd rather get another free Abyssal Wave back. I'm fine. Topier, dang. Okay, it doesn't end up living, which is unfortunate for sure. Gain some armor. Does he get to play curses? Oh, he does innervate and get to play the curses. Okay, fair enough. You're not gonna play the curse, I guess hero powering technically does a damage and gains you an armor, so it doesn't really matter. No, yeah, they made the right they made the right call. Curse into Abyssal Wave. More curses. Double activate the cultist to give even more curses. Honestly, we might want to wait until turn 9. If we wait until turn 9, we just go brand cultist cult. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I hate this game so much. Wait, that's not that bad for me. I mean, it's not great, but I mean... What? How much damage do I miss out on here? Pretty decent amount, to be honest. Oh, we drew the Grimmer of Sacrifice. I'll just life tap. We can play Abyssal Wave again, kill that minion off, give him another curse. And then go Bran into double activate this. I mean, he just used Theatar. He can't steal these. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We win regardless. Did I just win the game there and not realize it? No, I couldn't have played both of these. He still would have lived barely. He still would have barely lived. Sure, sure, sure. Doesn't do anything. Earth and Scales, doesn't matter. He gets a 3/3, doesn't matter. You wanna know what else doesn't matter? No, what does matter, I mean, is hitting the like button, subscribe button, and notification button. Helps you get recommended my content more, notifies you when I go live and drop a video, and that way you can see me do really cool stuff like this live and completely obliterate this poor guy. Helps me out a ton. Press the unturn button and watch him explode. As a rogue main, this meta makes me depressed. I was talking about how bad rogue was earlier. I'm gonna keep just the one imp. We want to be very aggressive early. This ends up being an aggro druid. Well, then I guess I get kind of bamboozled here, but it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I think that it's the worst class in the game. I think it's actually worse than I think it's worse than what's it called? Than warrior. Because I've actually had success with the warrior decks, whereas rogue, it just feels so hit or miss. It just feels so iffy sometimes on whether or not it's good. Wicked Shipment, I'm gonna coin out Fiendish Circle. You might be wondering why when I have the Wicked Shipment in here, but the simple answer is I just need to put as much pressure out there as possible, and if I can top deck via library, we are in business. We are gonna absolutely blow this guy wide open. It's... Never mind. We get Impending Catastrophe? To draw 6 cards? I mean, sure. I mean, I'll do it, I guess. If you're gonna force it on me, I mean, I guess I'll play this. We're not gonna overdraw. We go right to 10. We play this for a ton of stats. Still no Vile Library, but that's fine. We'll figure something out. If he wipes my board, we've got Mischievous Imp. If he doesn't wipe my board, we play more stuff and try to pump my minions. Like, this is a pretty solid turn 3. I mean, we just drew 7 cards in 1 turn and got 6 more attack out there. That's not half bad. We're gonna trade this away. And then we're gonna trade the other one away. Really hoping for a Vile Library. If we don't hit it, we're gonna just play the Librarian. We don't hit it. We'll trade this away one more time just because we can. Oh my gosh, this game hates me. This game is being needlessly frustrating by giving me nothing but Wicked Shipments. But I think we should be able to win soon. I mean, even if they have Scale of Onyxia, 1 minion lives. No, 2 minions live. 2 little 1/1s, not a big deal. Then we can play, you know, Reform. No, we can't play Reform. I'm trolling. I'm trolling you. He has to kill these. He's gonna leave 2 of these alive. We're gonna play Wicked Shipment and then hopefully find a Vile Library or something. Yep, 2 minions live. Like I said, we get Tamsin. We can't play you because we can't afford you, but that's okay. Honestly, we're not gonna need to heal in this matchup. We need to just apply pressure. So it's either gonna be this or this. No, wait. Why would I not just play Mischievous Imp to get multiple 3/3s out there? It's either that or it's gonna be Wicked Shipment for 4 1/1s. I think playing this, since it gets more stats out there immediately, is better. And it'll allow me to deal with the growth better. So let's play that, and then we'll trade this away again. I guess technically, if I was gonna do that, I should have traded away first. It's fine. Hit. We've got this. Then we're gonna play this and then reactivate it. Like we should be able to just win the game here. In the next like 2 or 3 turns, we're pretty solid. Bran into Theatar. Oh my word. Even if he takes 2 cards and he takes my Rafam, it doesn't matter. Taking my Rafam doesn't do anything. He has to take both of my Abyssal Waves for him to win. Even if he takes the late... Oh my gosh, he's gonna take both Abyssal Waves. No shot. He gives me Kazakhstan, which feels really weird to me, actually. I'm gonna go full face and then go Abyssal Wave. I'm gonna go full face and then go Abyssal Wave. He makes me overdraw a card, though, which sucks because he plays Abyssal Wave. But I don't think it matters too much. Abyssal Wave. That will be the next thing I want to use with the Lady Darkvein. Drawing a bunch of cards here. He can only give 1 curse unless he plays an extra card. Which is a bit unfortunate, for sure. Definitely a bit unfortunate. I mean, I'd still rather stack this up, honestly. I think stacking this up is still the correct call. I mean, yeah, we end up losing a curse, but it still increases the damage of the curse by a bit. So he's gonna take 3, but every curse after that's gonna do more damage. We lose all of our minions on board, but that's fine. We can double activate Zakul next turn as well, which is nice. And I don't know. I think we're in a good spot. Aquatic form is fine. Giving me Kazakhstan makes a lot of sense, though, because it's not like they're going to win the game with Kazakhstan. They're going to win the game through attrition. Or not attrition. They're going to win the game by gaining a ton of armor and then letting me run out of resources. So Kazakhstan really doesn't do much. I couldn't find the information anymore. When does standard season end? The standard season ends at the end of every month. So October 31st is the last day of this season. Topier? I mean, we give him 1 more curse and he dies, right? He has to play this. He can't even afford to play that curse unless he Innervate plays it. And if he does Innervate play it, it gives me enough room to play Bran and Zakul, which, you know, wins me the game. Oh, he draws a card. That does 2. This should do 4. That should do 4 damage. 2, then 4. I'll just end turn there, I guess. 2, then 4. Because we played 1, and even though it didn't go in his hand, it still increased the damage. You know, playing broken decks like this feels disgusting. Like, how could anybody have fun doing this? I mean, to be fair, I actually am having a blast, completely obliterating every single one of my opponents. But it also makes me feel bad, right? Like today, I've climbed from literally, I was 950 legend at the start of the day, or maybe 900 legend, and then I like lost a game and went to 950. Point is around 900 legend, and I've climbed to 400 playing this and Relic Demon Hunter. Relic Demon Hunter actually isn't broken, so I stand by that one. But the rest are broken, being this one. All of my games are on this ridiculously strong deck, where I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, and one of the games I lost was super close, and the other was a Naga Priest that popped off early where there's nothing I could do about it anyway. Okay, so here is where my problem begins, and why I didn't life tap last turn, and you're probably wondering why I didn't do that. The reason why I didn't do it, no, don't have Flurgle, don't have Flurgle, don't have Flurgle. I'm fine with that. The reason why I didn't, though, is quite simple. If I did, I would kind of lose the game. We're gonna play this. I'd overdraw. I'm exaggerating a lot. We would have just overdrawn a little bit. That's fine. Boom. We're going to play a Vile Library, pump up 1 dude to trade. Because might as well keep my minion alive. That way we can maybe pump more stuff up later. I don't know. I mean, it was either that or kill it with like touch and play Librarian, which I did not like doing. But anyway, what are you gonna do for 4 mana, huh? God damn it, he did have Flurgle. Curses! Oh, no! Okay, there are a lot of okay, that's a kind of bad card for him to have hit. Not a big fan of that one. Okay, okay. I get it, you're a dominant dude. I'm trying to think of how I want to go about doing this. And I think playing this and this is best. Now you might be wondering why that's best. And it's because he already played multiple Murlocs. Unless he has a Clownfish in his hand with Bolner, this is gonna live anyway. I guess he could get Lightning Storm off of that and completely end my career. Losing the Cultist kind of sucks. God dang it. Curses! He got Lightning Storm. The one thing that beat me there. God, that's so frustrating, man. We have to play the Abyssal Wave. I guess we could go double dragged here to kill off this, which is technically more damage. No, it's the same exact amount of damage. Oh my god. I'm just gonna go Abyssal Wave and kill off the wider board here. Oh, it's so much damage. I mean, we have a lot of curses in hand, so it's not the end of the world, but oh man. That sucked. And then you transform it? Oh, please don't be insane. Please don't be insane. It's a 5/8. That's not insane. Okay, we're gonna play ya boy Rafam. And then we're gonna touch the 0/2. We touch the 0/2. And then I don't think I want to play Vile Library yet because I'd rather see where things end up going. I think healing is probably best though, just in case he's able to burst me down somehow. I guess I don't need to worry about that because Brucon would have been next turn. But yeah, now he's gonna transform everything, which is fine. Let me go drag below. Ha! Psych! Get! Oh no. I was gonna say get wrecked, idiot, but now I'm the idiot. No! Oh. No, it's fine. Easiest game of my life, dude. Easy. Not even a problem. No problemo. I think we're just gonna go full trade mode here. Then we're gonna go, this into Impending Catastrophe, and then we're gonna go this, I guess. Why not? We're gonna go this into... No, we're gonna go Fiendish Circle into Pump. A minion, it doesn't matter which one. And then we're gonna play this. Lots of damage. Lots of damage. We can play up to 4 Dragged Belows next turn, which is awesome. I dare you to transform it, my guy. I dare you do it. Breathe my biggest minion. Fair enough, transforms that into a pretty big minion as well. But again, 4 Dragged Belows is gonna be a lot of curses and he overdraws, so I like it. Boom, we need to make space for Tamsin. Should have hit face for 1 more. It's my bad. These all go face. I definitely misplayed slightly. We do make him overdraw a card though, which is nice. And we could have done 1 more damage, which makes me a little bit upset. I don't think... If I end up 1 damage short of lethal, I am going to kick myself. Obviously, it's not going to be 1 damage short now, but I mean, like, next turn, we do 6, 7. Okay, technically, next turn, we're going to do 13 damage, which means we should win, and he has to play all of these curses now or he dies. So, the 1 damage doesn't look like it ended up mattering, but just so you guys know, the correct play was to hit with the 1/3 first, so we got 1 more damage. Okay, wait, what? Oh, wind chill. Would be a shame if I were to kill you anyway. We'll keep both librarians. We get to start popping off pretty early on, especially if we can get a, well, not Tamsin, but that's fine. I really don't think coining out Fiendish Circle turn 2 versus what I did changes too much. I mean, if I change what I do, the Flustered Librarian dies turn 1 then. If the Flustered Librarian dies turn 1, we basically lose all value anyway. I don't know. I just don't think that it would have changed too much. Continue to flood the board here. Want to try to find Fiendish Circle, Wicked Shipman, or Flame Imp next turn to pump up a little bit. So that way we can curve into Mischievous Imp going into the next turn. We don't draw very well. We draw that. We draw into Zakul. Fairly useless. We're going to have to play Mischievous Imp without any Infuse next turn. Much, much, much slower start than I would have liked for this deck. It's a 40 card, probably Secret Rogue, I would assume. Coin, prep, and then he's going to play Blood in the Water. Coin, prep, gone fishing? What? Hello? It's going to be Perjury and then the draw 2 cards, but we'll play this and go face for 9. Not 9, 6. What? It's Perjury in sticky situations? Awesome. That's just awesome for me. What am I going to play? Mech Mage? I don't know. I'm kind of having fun winning games. It's kind of weird winning games. What do I want him to get rid of? Not Tamsin? Cool. Doesn't get rid of Tamsin. Oh, there goes Tamsin. Okay. Well, there goes Tamsin. But he might want to get rid of Mischievous Imp so I can't flood the board. Gets rid of Tamsin. Dang it, dude. What if it's Counterspell? It's not? Well, we do get to kill that off, which is nice. Sticky Situations comes down. I don't really care too much about that. Let's just play Fiendish Circle, and we still end up doing more damage anyway. We're gonna have to start life tapping soon. And we have a pretty full board here. It's gonna be Objection. Dang it, man. Objection is so lame. Scud, okay. Cutter Butter. Vander, fine. Don't really care too much about that. He kills off multiple of my minions. That trade was unfortunate. I hope it's not Objection. I hope it's not Objection. Abyssal Wave is nice. I hope it's Explosive Runes and not Objection. But it's gonna be Objection, and that sucks so much. It's Explosive Runes. Okay, that is nice. Gonna have to trade in a little bit. We can touch that. We can potentially work around some of the things. I mean, even if he plays big minions, I feel fairly comfortable with where I'm at here. Trading away the Cutlass, that's fine. Draws an extra card. Hopefully it's not a big minion. Or I guess not a big minion, but a small minion that has reduced cost, I guess. Jackpot. That's fine. Hopefully it doesn't have the Swift Scale trick. Okay, sure. We can actually bait that out a little bit here. Trade, fair enough. Trade, fair enough. Kill that off, fine. We're gonna go touch here. And then I don't know if I want to go Impending Catastrophe or not. I mean, if I go Abyssal Wave, I think that's just the best choice for me. To just go Abyssal Wave. But I don't like it very much because we weren't able to combo with Tamsin. Only 1 damage in curses so far. Not a ton of extra draw in this person's deck, so I mean, unless that's literally Edwin, it's fine. Just 2-5. Don't think I'm gonna die in the next turn or two anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. We want to draw a lot of cards if we can. We get Tamsin. That definitely draws me a lot of cards. We draw 3. Hopefully we can get a Fell Rift, maybe. Bran, cool. We do end up getting a Bran, which is nice. Life tap again. We get a Grimmer, not important. We can go Boom into Boom Boom next turn. And there's a world where if we top deck a Cultist, we can straight up win. Prince Renathal doesn't do anything. And like, this is my question about this guy's deck. What is the win condition? You know, like what exactly is this guy's deck attempting to do? Impending Catastrophe doesn't do anything. Life tap, see what we get first. We get a Vile Library, again, isn't useful. Boom, Dragged below, pass. Like, this guy's deck, it disrupted me. It was annoying, but I don't really see how it wins. I mean, he has to play both the curses. He can't really do anything next turn. I feel like I'm in a really good spot here. I love the boom boom. Thanks, I appreciate it. So I think what I want to do is I want to keep everything here. We're gonna play the Librarian turn 1, point out Fiendish Circle, and then just play Via Library. And the reason why we want to do it that way is because if the Librarian lives turn 1, pointing out Fiendish Circle adds 4 damage immediately, and then it forces a response. And then Via Library we can play turn 3, because if we end up drawing a 1-drop like Wicked Shipment, Flame Imp, or another Flustered Librarian, it curves out very, very nicely. But yeah, I am having a nice day. Thanks for asking. You're a rogue? Okay, fair enough. It ends up being a rogue, which means this early aggression should end up being quite good. This early aggression should end up being quite good. They could have Tooth and Nefarian, they could have Serrated Bone Spike or whatever it's called to kill off the 1/3, which would suck. SI Extortion also sucks. You're not gonna use SI Extortion though. Fair enough. The fact that they didn't use that and they chose to do that is definitely very good for me, because I'm gonna go Fiendish Circle, hit him for 5. It's a lot of early damage, and then again we're gonna try to finish him up with curses. Really, if you play this deck correctly, you really only need like 3 or 4 curses in the end game. Like 1 Abyssal Wave to wipe the board, and then you play Lady Darkvein and reactivate. SI Extortion top deck, super lucky that he doesn't get punished there. Super lucky that there's no punish for his bad early play by not using the SI Extortion in the beginning. But at the end of the day, it's fine, I guess. We're gonna play Via Library. We will probably trade into the thing if he has it, the Wild Pawn Knoll. No Wild Pawn Knoll is kind of insane. So I want to play Via Library, but the question is, do I want to play the Flame Imp, or do I want to play this? This becomes a 5/3. This is a 3/2, but we get more damage immediately out of Via Library. And at the end of the day, I think the immediate damage is worth more than the damage in the long run, because again, they could play Tooth on the Flustered Librarian and kill it immediately, which would then suck. So I'm gonna keep it in my hand. I'll play it next turn. I'd rather do 1 extra immediate damage. Edwin probably gets Shadow Stepped. Not really gonna do too much. We have 12 damage showing currently. Shadow Stepped, fine with that. Gonna have to do something massive to wipe my board here, to be honest. I mean, I could life tap. Tamsin, we'll life tap. We get a touch, doesn't really matter. We'll play this. These all go face. The question now is, do I want to touch one of my own minions? Part of me says yes, just so I don't get bursted down. I mean, what's the odds I die here? Not super high, but still would like to empty a spot on the board. So if I need to play Zakul to get a minion out there, I can. And it also makes it harder for me to get bursted down. And he has a lot of things he needs to kill here for me to actually like lose this game. Drawing more cards is fine. What could he possibly do with 1 mana at this point? Prep is good. Serrated or Tooth would be good. Serrated, okay. He has 3 mana to play around with. He goes Wicked Stab for 0. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. And then, oh. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. You still die. You still lose. Barely. But that was a miraculous recovery there, my guy. Hit him with the well played, tail 1 damage with a curse. That was kind of crazy. That almost turned out really bad for me. I think it could be. I think Thief Priest could be valid after nerf. So we want to go for early aggression. Early. Not really impending attachment. You want to get Vile Library, you want to get Fiendish Circle and a couple of other minions. And then after they're forced to deal with this, oh cool, Vile Library, not bad. Boom. So now the question is, do I want to play Vile Library immediately, or would I rather just play the Flustered Librarian, go face, and hope for another 1-drop? But the goal is with this deck is you want to apply as much pressure as you can early. I could go via library, make this a 4-3, so it'll take 2 Fel Barrage hits to kill it off. Or we just go to the librarian. Yeah, we'll go the librarian. It just gets another minion out on the board that he has to deal with. Like Fel Barrage will go here, coin hero power kill. Then we play the cultist. Coin? Could be the relic. Scorpid? Okay, I'll trade there, go face with this. But go face with this first, or else it'll lose damage. Silence? That's rude. Actually, rude. So rude. Hit. Get rid of poisonous minion. Give a curse. We'll probably life tap, play via library or something. Curse Warlock. 8 hero power, skeleton mage, and shaman control decks look very strong. I think Imp Curselock, I think Relic Demon Hunter also looks very strong. Because Hunter was nerfed. But it might still get run down by the other decks in the meta. Speaking of things that look very good though, it would look very good if you guys would hit the like button. All of a sudden it changes color, it goes a little bloop, you know, because it gives you get a thumbs up for that, which is nice. And it would help me out a ton if you guys were to smash the like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification button. That would also help me out a ton. I want to play this as soon as this infuses, the better, because then we can play Imp King Reform and get some imps back. So we're gonna play it. And if these minions end up living, we can go via library and do that. But yeah, the notification button is actually really important. You guys can see when my stuff goes live. That would be awesome. Also, this guy's kind of getting thrashed right now. Like, it's not even funny. This is kind of disgusting. You got the smoothest, shameless plugs that makes me like every time. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that it makes you like every time. We get another via library and another imp. It's not great. Thank you for the 10 gifted, Aloran. Thank you, much appreciated. 1 via library for 1 pump might not seem like that big of a deal, but it is. Every damage matters, especially in a class with no healing. But everybody say thank you to Aloran. Everybody say thank you while I mute the alert box because it's gonna be very loud and kind of ruin the video. But I appreciate it a ton, Aloran. Thank you. I have not attempted your challenge yet because I'm just trying to play games for content, but trust me, I will try to win a game with the Monki totem, whatever it's called, where you need the map, and Explosive Evidence is fine. I probably won't do it until we're getting closer to the expansion. Right now, since nerfs came out, trying out a ton of decks is very important. This is literally lethal on board. He cannot win. He cannot heal, he cannot win. Oh! I lied. What am I talking about? Of course he can win. Wait, that does 1 damage? Oh, don't hit this twice. Don't hit this a second time! Let's go.